So we are March 11th at 8:03 a.m. I just got in from the gym. And yeah, I'm in a good mood. Caffeine induced. What does that mean? Um, it means what I just said. Pre-workout. I haven't had pre-workout for 2 days because I was working. No, 3 days. And yesterday I didn't go to the gym because I was getting sick. This morning, I decided to go for it because I don't have a fever or anything. It was just like a cold, I guess. You know. Um, I was just reading some comments in the notifications, like if I go on my YouTube page and then I see notifications here, I'll get a couple of comments. So they kind of pop up if I'm not purposely looking for it. But yeah, caffeine is the only drug I do. I do it on the days I work out, just so I try to avoid the headaches and getting used to it and stuff. But obviously, it creeps up. It gets more and more and more. Hello, and I try to pull back, but you can't. So deal with. I do like caffeine induced better because I'm in a better mood. I don't do anything like Ritalin or anything like that. So I prefer to be in a good mood when I'm working out, and I'm going for a longer time. I got there at about 4:30, quarter to five, and then getting ready while I'm there, and then just got home. So it's a while, and I didn't even finish everything, but I had more time. I have a massage therapy appointment where I have a client waiting for me, so it's good that I'm in a good mood. Um, yeah, I had learned that medication when I was starting I guess therapy. I say in quotation marks because when you're poor, uh, and you don't want to spend a lot of money on a therapist for long term, you look for what's free or what's just a token amount, $5, $10. It depends. I I tried it once in L.A. when I was with the guy, and that opened my eyes to it. But we didn't have that here. It's a different clientele. But I went for they called it the woman who was running the group was calling it cognitive behavioral therapy. Look it up. Um, Let me see if I could say what it is. It's basically taking an action and replacing it with another action, being aware of what you're doing. Correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody might write in the comments. You know, uh, Replacing a negative action with a positive action type thing. Um, Anyways, I did that for about a year, maybe even two, until I got fed up, outgrew it. People just go to these group meetings and they stay stuck, and that really frustrated me. And the person in charge, the groups were so, her organization of the groups was not the best. Not everyone got a chance to talk, and um, yeah, I'll just say I outgrew it. Then I went to another one, Recovery International. If you look that up, it's all over the place. It's a organization, and they go after. It's based on this Dr. Lau or Low, a Chicago doctor, and then they have franchises everywhere. So they have one in here, although it's not doing well, but they still have it because it's based on volunteer work. I went there and it was the same thing. And then I went through other things, and I'm here now. That was a quick update. So in those first meetings, um, what was instilled in me is that medication. So a lot of people are anti-medication, anti-drug, whatever. So am I in a certain respect, but it depends. If you need it, it's the greater of the two evils. If it makes you put you in a better place, you weigh the pros and the cons. So, but caffeine, you get addicted to it. You have to back off from it so that your body gets uh, weans off it, so it becomes more effective. If you keep doing it, you have to keep upping the dose all the time, and then you get headaches from that. If you do too much, and then you stop it, then you get headaches because you're withdrawing. You're going through withdrawal. I'm talking like I have a drawl. I'm not from the South. Anyways, withdrawal. Yeah, it's draw with an L at the end. Withdrawal or drawal. I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, caffeine affects my mood a lot. Also affects my appetite. It stops it, especially um, when I dose it properly, meaning not take it as often. I don't know. Like I'll be going again. I'll be taking the caffeine, and then I'll be 2 days without it because I'll be working, and I'll be in a more bummy mood, as you will see from videos. But I accept that. I don't need to be in a good stimulated mood when I'm at that work. It's. I don't want to be in a fake induced. There's no reason for me to do that. I want to be stable, and I don't want to be hyper, and I don't want to be too clear in my head either, because it's depressing. But enough to be empathetic towards the people there, meaning the patients. Um, yeah, so I'd rather work at 10% at work, not 100%, but when I'm in my workouts, I'd rather work at a higher percentage so I get more done because that's more what I like. You pick and choose. Why would I be at 100% at work for, I think you get $25 an hour, and minimum wage here is 14. It's like, it's not conducive to that. You know, it's a job. There's parts I like about it, but no, I'm not choosing to be at my best there. I'll be at my acceptable, which is better than most people there. Because the people there, I've mentioned in several videos, after 9 years, 15 years, one person's 32 years, you become very bitter. It's a particular uh, toxicity there. Hello? Say hello! Anyways, so I'd rather not spend all my energy at that because it's the ROI, the return on the investment, it doesn't require me to be at 100% there. No one's at 100% there. Maybe my coach might be, because um, it stimulates her ego. There's a few people, one person in my course is like that too. She's a very hard worker. When people are too much of a hard worker, you know the abuse they had when they were young. They have to be an overachiever. As an orderly, really? Really? You can't be a human being. You have to be perfect at... No. Stay away from me. I already have too many cases of perfectionism. I don't want to be perfect. I don't want to project an image that I'm the greatest in that field. No. I'm flawed. That's who I really am. some people just look at the visuals and they think one thing. I'm multi-dimensional. You know, I like to think I'm not compensating for anything, but obviously I am. But yeah, so I've tried to go off caffeine. I was off caffeine until about a couple of months ago when I started this internship for this orderly job because I was waking up at 2 to go to the gym that's close to me, and then I would have time afterwards to relax, and so I would not be caffeinated. But then it became that I had to leave earlier to get to the internship. I couldn't work out on those days, and I would not work out afterwards because I have to get 8 hours sleep. From that was what I wanted to do. So at least my circadian rhythms or my biorhythms or my sleep wake schedule is consistent even on the days that I'm not doing the internship. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go to the gym that's further away because it's a better atmosphere, but I'm going to go on the days that I'm not at the internship. And then it's not as often. So it's like maybe 3 times a week as opposed to 7. I've gone 7 times a week. You have to really dose your workouts. They'd be smaller, but it was good. So if I'm only going 3 times a week, I have to make sure I get more done. I have to stay longer. So I have to be caffeinated. But only for a few times a week, and then the other times I can kind of chill. But as you see, when you work out hard and longer, it's the day and 2 days later that you're extremely tired. So I'm going to work and I'm extremely tired already. So I have to dose that to make sure that I'm not overdoing it at work. But the morning part of this internship, you're doing a lot of work. I'm sweating because they have to heat up, because when you're dealing with elderly, they're very sensitive to changes in temperatures. So you have to boost the heat up. And then, of course, I'm a bit anxious and I'm doing physical work, so I have to dose that. So that's it. I'm going to relax with some YouTube videos. I'm going to fix myself up with I'm not going to use all that. That's just my container. I like that. That's organized. I'm going to use my minoxidil. Going to put benzoyl peroxide on my face. Do my routine.